Hey, welcome back to my channel. Before we begin, remember like, share, comment, subscribe, and we got our same concoction from last week. I do have some more wines coming, so they should be here for the next video. We won't have one for next week due to Easter, but the next week after that we will. So, of course, we're going to talk about Married at First Sight.
Mm-hmm.
This past episode was their 1 month anniversary.
Yep, 1 month anniversary.
And everything went to hell. Pretty much.
For a couple of people.
Where you want to start? Who do you want to start with? You
can... Let's start with Haley and Jacob. Our favorite 80s lover.
So they started off really good. They started off on their date. They went wine tasting.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, and they were connecting. I don't know where it went wrong. I guess where it went wrong is Jacob started thinking back to their honeymoon.
But he just asked the question. He asked if, because it feels as if she doesn't like him, and he put it out on the table.
But he was thinking about all the honeymoon stuff.
Yeah,
he was thinking about how they went from. Well, actually, let me backtrack. Let's go back to the wedding, because they showed the scene when he went in for a kiss. She kind of backed up, but he kept going,
mm-hmm.
and he was like, "I should have known then that something was wrong."
Mm-hmm.
But then he was like, "Then on the honeymoon, she was holding my hand, we were hugging, we were kissing, and of course they had sex." And then she was like, "I can't do this."
Right. Correct.
So then he posed the question, and she almost acted like she was offended by him asking.
She did act like she was offended.
What do you mean? Why do you think that? Because everything you do is like, I don't really like this about him. I don't like that about him. I don't feel, what did she say? I don't feel any connection.
Yeah, he said that she can't even give him a hug.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, well, I'm just not much of a hugger. He was like, but you hug strangers.
But she said that normally she doesn't have an issue with finding connection, which is confusing because when she talked to Dr. V, she said when she meets somebody, she instantly starts picking them apart and saying the things that she doesn't like. So then you do have a problem with making a connection when you first meet people, because all you're doing is picking them apart.
Correct. Yep.
So Jacob pretty much said, we might as well
end
it. Like, it's over. If we have not reached a connection in this 1 month to where you feel like you could at least give me a hug or hold hands, it's not going to be one. So let's just end it and let it go, which I feel bad for Jacob. I want Jacob to be in love. He deserves it.
He does. He really does.
Built a beach, y'all.
You like, let me see the beach. Let me get a part of this beach.
Look, I just want to be the friend just so I can come over and go to the beach. Maybe sit in his basement and watch horror movies. He don't have to be there. Just me by myself in his room with the lights going. Everything. But yeah, they pretty much are done. I think I think Jacob is serious.
Okay.
I think he's literally like, I'm at my end, because we only got what is it, 3 weeks left? Only a couple weeks left, and if you don't feel nothing by now,
you won't feel anything then.
Let's just go.
Yeah. Which is fair.
Claire and Ryan.
I don't know. I don't even know what to really say about them.
Claire wants a connection, but without having sex, she's not going to get the connection. Ryan wants a connection, but if she keep pushing for sex, he's not going to have that connection. So then we're left with no connection because neither one wants to give in to what they want or what they need.
What they need, right.
So I'm not sure where they're going. I also don't like the fact that she has these feelings for him but can't work with him. But then again, she kind of is working with him because she's gone this long.
Time. Yeah.
So I'm up in the air with him. I don't know. They trying.
They are trying, which is good. I hope that they could figure it out. I don't know.
I hope they can, but I don't think they will.
Mm-hmm.
But it could be a case where he don't want to go all the way just because they on the show.
It could be. That happened last season.
Yeah.
With his last name was Williams. I can't remember.
I know
Big
he's talking
guy.
about, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That happened with them.
Yeah, and she admitted, I don't know if y'all watched what is it called? The Cam something of Married at First Sight, but they're on there. And she admitted she did everything after the cameras left. She didn't want to do nothing while the cameras were there.
Mm-hmm. So it could be the case.
But she did hug him and hold hands and do all that stuff. So they built something.
A part of me wonders if
I still think he's a virgin.
That's a possibility, but sometimes I wonder, is Ryan really into her? Because sometimes it just comes off as he is kind of like a yes guy and goes with the flow and not really voicing what he really wants to say.
So I don't think that, because you got to remember he's very religious.
Okay.
And he's very I want things to go this way because of my religion.
Okay.
And she's like, well, I don't want to do things that way.
Mm-hmm.
And she, he said if he had kids, he wants to raise his kids in his religion. And she's like, well, I don't want to force them into any religion. I want them to be able to decide for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's also another reason why he's holding back, because he's like, no, I need this.
Mm-hmm.
Which, that's something he should have expressed during the interview process. True. That I need somebody who...
He probably skipped over that part.
Shoot, go with Paige. Go with Paige.
They might be a match made in heaven right there.
The only thing is Paige like to give it up, so I don't know.
Yeah, she sure do.
I shouldn't say that about her. That was mean.
Was it, or was it true?
It's true, but it still was mean.
Okay. Brianna and Vincent.
They did good this episode.
They did good. They were fine.
Yeah, he did a romantic little date thing on the boat.
It was cute.
Yeah, because at first I was like, did you just take her to the dock to go fishing?
No.
I'm like, that is not a romantic date. No. But he's doing better. No fits.
Yeah, no fit this
He
episode.
hasn't hit the ground and kicked and screamed.
Right.
So
this episode. Let's see what happens.
They did really good with talking about where they're going to go in their relationship and how far they have came. So, we'll see. It ain't much to say about them.
Let's jump to Virginia and Eric.
Oh, y'all. I've been on Eric's side this whole time. And I felt bad after this episode because he is very controlling. Just like she kept saying he's controlling, he is very controlling. I get what he was saying, but also the way he said it was demanding. So, basically, they were talking about the move-in situation, and he wants her to move into his house. Fine. But she said, well, why we can't just move into my apartment and find a house?
Together, to start something together.
Right. I get it. His points were, it don't make sense. You're renting. I own this house. It takes a minute to sell a house. So why wouldn't you just move into my house and, get out your lease until we can find something? So I get what he was saying. It makes more sense to do that. But she doesn't want to move into his house because it's not enough space for her and I guess they pets.
Yeah, their dogs and cats.
So I get her point too. But he was like, if you don't want to move in my house, then you ain't got to move in my house and we can just end this now.
Right. And she's like, wow.
It's like, wait a minute, hold up.
Can we maybe we can have some different options on the table?
And she said, we're going to have to compromise somewhere. And he was like, there's only one way to compromise, and that's you moving in. Like, he backs her into a wall to where she either has to say, okay, I'm going to do what you want me to do, or we getting divorced. We're done.
But he said the same thing when it came to talking about kids as well.
That's true.
She didn't say, no, I'm not going to have kids, but she was kind of I'm sure she has a lot of thoughts going on in her brain, and she didn't voice it all, but she was kind of unsure, and she was kind of, up and down on it. But he was just like, if you don't want to have kids, we're done.
Yeah. he makes valid points. He just says it in the wrong way. And I don't know. Everybody else keeps saying it's because of their military background that he's straight to the point and direct, and that's why he acts that way.
I mean, it's a possibility.
It's a possibility, but you ain't backing me into no wall to make no decision.
Yeah.
That's
not
here,
fair.
not now during this process when we still getting to know each other.
Correct. Yeah.
You already now. I will give it to him. That friend situation and sleeping at the friend's house is a no.
Correct.
But I gave you a pass when you told her she couldn't do it, because I get why you said she couldn't do it. But at the same time, you can't just directly tell somebody no. So
yeah.
Who was next?
The last.
I'm not on your side no more, Eric.
Our last couple of the day,
of course,
is
Chris
Paige
and Paige.
Paige and Chris.
My little helper came over. Come on.
Say, pick me up, mama.
Ugh. Okay. So, I almost was happy for them. They had me excited for a minute. I was like, yes, they having a date and everything is going. No, you can't have what's in that cup, baby. You want a cup? Yeah. Okay. You go ahead and talk. I'm finna get her cup.
Tiffany was saying that she was almost excited for them. I'm pretty much done. I mean, I'm not even sure what to really say. I'm okay with them just letting it go because I think we're been past that point. And basically, they had their little basketball date. It was
Which
cute.
was cute.
It was cute. It was nice or whatever. Mm-hmm. But then they get to talking. What did he say? Basically, he was being very hypocritical.
I'm gonna get you a chair, baby.
Very hypocritical. And telling her that he had called her phone and she didn't answer.
Yeah, that's what he said. He was like, I've called you several times and you didn't answer. And that makes me feel some kind of way.
Yeah.
What?
Which is crazy because going back to the conversation prior, he wasn't really wanting to even do a phone call. He didn't want to do that communication, which was very simple of her needs. So I'm confused.
Yeah. And where did the conversation come from? How we go from being on a date to now you really feel upset with me because I didn't answer my phone a couple times when you called.
It's continuous BS.
Yeah.
That's
nonstop.
And it's the roller coaster that she needs to hop off of. Seriously.
Well, it seemed like she did.
I hope it's real. I mean, it's been.
She pretty much left there crying because he hurt her again.
But the crying is not saying I'm done and I'm really done. We're gonna go ahead and finalize everything.
It's not, but I'm hoping.
We hope
that she is done with Chris. Like, there's nothing else to discuss. You know, he basically has already told you unless you are at his discretion and doing what Chris wants, he don't want you.
And that's not okay. Ladies, if you have someone in your life like that, walk away. Please. Quickly.
We've been telling Paige to go. She don't listen. Paige still believes that God put them together for a certain reason. And I guess it's to hurt herself.
This is a lesson. You should have learned it quick. But other than that, I mean,
that was pretty much it for the episode. It wasn't, don't put it all the way up. It wasn't as interesting as it's been. And that's why I was like, oh, they having a good date. Yes, Chris, yes. You might be reviving yourself for being an a-hole.
No,
but
he showed time after time, and you should just believe it. No hope in there.
Yeah.
I have no hope.
And then y'all see they doing a new show, Unmatchables. Like,
that's going to be interesting.
I don't know what that's gonna be like, wouldn't an unmatchable person be matched with another unmatchable person?
I guess we'll see, right?
Like the commercial show with the girl going in her bathroom and she's like, I can eat in here.
I missed that commercial, but that's pretty nasty. That's nasty.
She's like, yeah, sometimes I like to sit on the toilet and have a cookie. What?
Wow. Yeah, that's.
Jesus. Go on, 1-year-old. Go.
She just slipped through.
Before don't touch the laptop. So before we close this out, I do want to mention that Ready to Love on is coming back. So we'll probably review that too. I still owe y'all Married to Medicine. I'm getting there. It's just been a lot. It's been a lot. But keep watching. Thank you for watching. Like we said, share, comment, like, subscribe, all of the good things. Thank you guys so much. Bye.